Hey everyone, here we are back at the Explorer train by LEGO City. This is set number 60470. Contains over 1,500 pieces. Retails for $209.99. The set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. Thank you, LEGO. Well, remember in the last installment we did the train. We got that done. And it works and everything. We just haven't set up the track yet. And now we have 2 cars remaining. We got, looks like to be a laboratory car, and then this is just a flatbed. So I'm thinking of just doing bag 10 in this installment because we still haven't done the review yet, and I want to tack the review on the very last installment, and that could be about 15-20 minutes. So let's see how far we get on this one here. And then remember, we're nibbling at the stickers. This is what we have remaining, so not too terribly bad. And so far I'm pretty pleased with the set. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. And yeah, let's begin with bag 10. This one feels like there's a bunch of stuff in there, so we'll see. And yeah, maybe I'm glad now I broke this down because there's a lot of small stuff with it, including these, and I'm hoping these are not scratched. And goodness gracious, yikes! They are. I have a feeling for the price of this set, it's going to probably not get a good score here. Just because of damaged parts. And yeah, like I said, I call it as it is. And you are all in luck. It is a bedside build. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I'm going to see how far I get, because still nobody's here. Today is June 25th, 2025, so yeah. And I can't remember if I did a shout out in the last video, so thank you everyone for contributing to my main channel. I appreciate it. Thank you to all my subscribers, Rebrickable customers, Patreon memberships, and all that stuff. So I appreciate it. Thank you everybody who comments. Why? Because we could see all the scratch pieces together. And this one doesn't look too bad, but this one kind of looks like it's yellowed. Or maybe that's just how they are. Here's another one that's not too bad. These are bad. These would be great, but these are scratched. And that's why I give the shout out, so we can all see the scratched parts together. How many more scratched pieces do we have in here, LEGO? That's okay. Yeah, but I've been trying to... That one came out unscathed. That's kind of cool. So, a good chunk of these are kind of pitted. Okay, so we're not going to worry about 11 right now. You have to pull out a couple of these and stuff, so... Yeah, let's get going here. So we got a minifigure. We've seen him a few times. Mr. Goatee Guy. And don't worry, we will be able to put that on the track eventually. But right now, I can't. Yeah, I haven't done a bedside build in a long time, so this is kind of like a treat here. I don't ever get to do these very often. And it's taken me longer than expected, and here's why, because I have to clean out the memory card. And no, I will not grow a goatee. I tried it one time like that, and it made me look like a douchebag, especially with a crop. It just makes me kind of look, well, like a bad boy. I don't want to do that. I'm kind of outgrown that look. So, that's been years ago since I've done that anyways. That's what the guy is. Very unkempt, but he looks like he's like some medical assistant. And he's got himself a mug, and obviously he's a left-hander. There we go. It's like something you use like in prison. Let's take a closer look here. Pretty cool. Put him there. And it also shows that he can switch out with the mug. So let's go ahead, let's make the mug real quick. and I really want to get this set done. Guys and gals, after a while, like I kid you not, I'm still working on the tower, editing the videos. And he comes with a thermos in this, so that's kind of cool. Okay, now it looks like we're moving on to the flatbed. But yeah, I'm kind of getting pooped on working on stuff like this. I mean, no offense, Lego, but sending me large sets like this back to back is, it gets a little exhausting. I mean, go figure there. I like the small ones like poly bags and stuff. Those are usually fun. So, I'm just kind of tired. I want to get ready for bed, but I don't know how far I'm going to get on this tonight. Like I said, nobody's here. And now we got to make, looks like some axle assemblies. So let's get going on that. We got to make 2 of them. Yeah, so once I get this one done, we are going to start a friend set, because the next largest one is going to be a friend set. Oh, black cupboards. I don't really see those very often. Yeah, because I've been just relaxed. I don't have to hear anybody complain. I can be as loud as I want, not have to worry about it. It's so nice. So, yeah. I'm living it up. Had barbecue burgers. I didn't have anybody waste my food. Ate everything on my plate. Living it up. But of course I'll get bored of this after a while. Oh. So my plans are getting this set done this week and start editing the footage. But I really can't edit anything until I get done with you know what. And I haven't released every part of that yet because I'm still processing through the footage. Even though if they're small, and I think that's what it is, it's just a piece count. That set was like, you know, it was about 2,000 pieces, somewhere around there. It was like 1941. And doing these very, very large sets, it does get to you. It really does. This will get to you after a while. And just trying to finish everything up, you know, could be a chore. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to just do this one here in its own build installment. I was thinking, well, do I want to keep it or do I want to break it? And I thought, I got to tack the review one at the end, so I'm not even going to bother with it. And my game plan for the review, and I'm looking for this last piece here. Watch, it's missing in action. Well, start sorting by color. It's black again, so we got to deal with all the black parts first. And it's not big stuff, but my goal is after I get done with this, I'm going to review everything before we start doing assembly. It's going to be filmed out of order. Okay, let's move the minifigure and accessories over there. I'm looking for another one of these. So let's start sorting by color now. Could be in here, but I don't see it in here. Isn't that cool? I'm already losing parts. Or it could still be stuck in one of the bags, too. Let's check and see. No, that's not on the floor. I think this set now is probably about at a 7.5 to 8. Just mainly do just a tad bit for the stickers, but mainly for, there it is, the scuffed parts. That's where I'm kind of disgusted with. And yeah, now we need these. But not too terribly bad. And boy, the crickets are out right now. As long as they're not in the house keeping me awake, I don't really care. Okay, now we need to attach these to the chassis. Like that. Okay. Alright. I don't know how hard this one's going to be or how long. I don't really know. The only thing I do know is it just needs to be done. So I was watching a movie tonight called, I think it's called Trucks. It's like, you could tell it's like a 90s style movie, especially with the brick phones that they were using, probably early to mid 90s. And I was scrolling through a lot more of the modern movies, and I thought, I really don't want to watch this stuff. So I was just watching something kind of old, and and yeah, just it was one of those movies free on YouTube to watch, and I thought, well, I'll just give this one a whirl. Never seen it before, so not too bad. And it looks like we're building this in mirrored ones. Okay, so this one's going to have some cupboards at the bottom. I can always use cupboards. Black, not so much, except for maybe ovens or something. We got to put two more on the other side. Yeah, my nephew came home today to, well, yesterday actually, to pick up some supplies. He bought himself a cot because he doesn't want to sleep on the ground, and I'm just like, really? Yeah. And when nobody's here, I'll probably doze off on the floor. And that's what bachelors do, right? Probably just sit and watch a movie. Somebody asked me, do I ever fall asleep to the black and white TV shows? Yes, but not to the television. Just because I don't want to leave it on and something burns up. Okay, now it looks like we're building the removable lab. I think that's what that is. I don't know, or some kind of machine. Have no clue yet. Need a couple of these. And I've just been relaxing. So it's not a trip by any means. You know, I got to do work-related stuff, so it's not like I can just take off. But everybody else was fleeing, and I thought, well, time for me time. And then, of course, the girlfriend calls me up. My mom calls me up, and I guess checking in. And I thought, okay, cool, what are you up to? Oh, nothing. I'm just sitting back having a dinner at 10 o'clock at night, getting ready to wind down. Oh, you're eating late? Yeah, I used to do this all the time. Reliving my youth. Eating junk food, watching movies. Well, this looks familiar. This is the same thing we built when we did the engine. But yeah, I've been just chilling out here. Been wanting to get back to the set, but I don't know if I'll get it all done tonight. I'm not going to have the review film. My goal is to just get this here. Put that over there for you. Just to get this one done tonight. And if I'm in the mood, I'll do the other one. Oh, wait, what am I doing that for? So yours should look like that. Okay. Well, now I'm kind of glad I split this one down here. So that last one I think was like an hour or something. I don't know. The last installment. So I'll be able to I'm hoping to let you guys and gals off early tonight or early in the morning, so we don't have to mess with it. Or you know what? This is probably a passenger car. Could be a seat and a table. We don't know yet. Because I use these for cushions as well, because you can anchor minifigures down to them. Alright, so this goes here, like that. Alright, once a tile right in this hole here. Let me put that in there real quick before I put that corner piece in there, like that. And then we'll put it right there. So it makes it easy, especially if you got big fingers like me. You don't want to just fumble around that. Yeah. When nobody's here, though, I am just... It's like Cloud 9 for me, and then it's quiet. I watched a movie, and I don't hear any teenagers burping up a storm, staying up to 4 in the morning. He's in a forest somewhere doing that. I wonder how he's going to handle it, sleeping in a tent. I can't wait to find out. Because he's never slept in a tent camping. Or that's what I had when I was a kid. Me and my sister both had tents, and we'd rather sleep in our own little tent than sleep in the trailer with Mom and Dad. So that's what we did. And even my sister shakes her head like, what? Why are you getting a cot for? Not me. That picnic table is good enough for old Jay, I'll tell you that much. Alrighty, let's see here. Yeah, so far this is not too bad, but this is taking a little longer than I thought to put this one together. Don't bite my book. That was very rude. Okay, well, obviously I see a keyboard. That's what the keyboard looks like for those who've never seen one. Hey, I'm enjoying the focus on this. Put that right there. So this is indeed a laboratory car, or a lab, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of the space sets. Ooh. So I'm going to try to get done with this guy here tomorrow. Well, later on today when I get home from work, because I got to run some errands. And once this is done, we're done. Okay, and I'm hoping my nephew's gone for at least 3 nights would be nice. You don't sound like you're too thrilled. No, I get set in my ways, and now I kind of just miss the place to myself. All right. I wonder if the top on this thing is hinged. It's hard to say. But yeah, this is going to be kind of cool. Just imagine if you made a few more cars like this. Except for these, I have all the other stuff. I might have these in blue, like trans blue. Don't know. We haven't hit those other stickers yet, so I don't know what's going on here. You'd think they'd have the slopes there. I don't know what we're building here now, so we're going to have to guess. Don't have a lot of parts left. So I know we're getting somewhere. We hadn't even messed with that in a while, so I don't know. I notice I say the word "so" a lot. I got to cut that out too. It's like a filler word more than anything else. Okay, so there we go with that word again. There's 2 stickers on here, so we're using the last stickers. So sticker 5 is on the left, and that would be this one right here. So let's stick that on there, and it's on an inverted tile. That's kind of sad. So you know what I'll be doing with that when I'm done, and sticker 6 goes there. Now my nephew told me what campground he's staying at, and it's one of those what I call primitive campgrounds where you have vault toilets and just water. That's it. And a picnic table and a steel fire ring. And that's all he's got, so. Alright, this snaps in here. Okay. Well, that don't go like that. So far, though, I've been pretty pleased with the set. And we'll set these here. Yeah, so now I'm glad that I broke this thing down into smaller installments. I don't like these except for making little moving vans or something. They just kind of look like roll-up doors, but they work for this. And let's see here. Oh, hold up. Okay, sorry about that. Had to do something that I don't want to mention on here. Oh yeah, we're done with the stickers. We can throw that away. You can tell the difference in the tone of my voice when it's at nighttime. Starting to slow down for the night. Okay. Okay, now it looks like we're building the top portion of this. Okay. Using 2 different types there. Doesn't like you get a whole lot of headroom with that. Alright. I'm sure this is probably going to hinge with this, but I don't know where it would attach to. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting a little pooped here, folks. I don't know if I can get the last one. I may try to see if I could squeeze it in. I just want to get everything filmed quickly, and I think this just lifts off the top. I don't think this is going to hinge or anything. We won't know yet because I got a stubborn plate there. Okay, I see how it's going to go on. So these right here are probably going to anchor down into here. That's if I can. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. See, and the book's already hiding things. Okay. It's kind of cool. I just wish it didn't have all the little pits and stuff, but you know, it's just something that we're going to have to deal with here. I'm going to scan it. Okay, I see what we're doing now. We're just going to go gun this one here real quick. Go for the gold here. So far, it's looking pretty good. See? We're getting somewhere. Oh, we don't have any tiles like... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just made a mistake. You probably already could see it. forgot to put these in here. See, yeah, so we got to take all that off. So see, boy, yeah, let's just crumble the whole thing apart then. Yeah, I forgot these. That's very important. Whoops. Oh yeah, I'm getting tired. I don't think the other one's going to take as long though. Now you see why I wanted to break this thing down into smaller sections. Because I was looking at that thinking, well, I don't know, because right now I only have 26 minutes left on this card. And I got to think of something, because it means I'll have to sit down for another hour or two watching videos, validating and editing things. Which is fine by me. At least I'll have something done. And they don't make round tiles that fit in here, so I don't know why we didn't do something about that, Lego. And then, I don't think it matters which way it goes, but they show the flat tiles on the side with the computer. So this just goes right on top, like that. And yeah, so how do you get that open? Sure, you would just do it like this. See how I got to fight it open? That whole thing comes out. Wow, that's not supposed to do that. Well, but there's the car. So it is a laboratory. There's just really no easy way to do that. And then now we got to get these two pieces acquainted with one another. Okay, so it goes right here. I would have stuck this on before I would have done this, but let's see here. Can I pop that off? Let's do it like that. And I could really squeeze inside here and just push that down really good. Then I can put that back on the top. There we go. Well, we're missing some stuff, aren't we? And looks like these just snap in place. Now, if you're really inclined to do so, you could stick some lithium grease on that, but it'll be fine. There you go. Not too bad. Isn't that cool? And this is what we have remaining for bag 10. Summation of Thoughts. Alright, so this is not too bad. I enjoyed this. It's very simple. And now I see why we got those special tracks. And yeah, if we had more track, we could really let this thing fly on the thing, but I don't. But it glides pretty well. Got our minifigure to go with it. Push this back here. And he's just standing by the laboratory. I think that's what it is. It's a little laboratory. Maybe it's a medical lab. We don't know. And yeah, I mean, it's not too bad for what it is. And I really can't wait to fire this baby up and see how good it works. But, well, we're still a long ways away from that. But I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm going to say the score right now is 7.5 just for my index. Just because the scratch pieces, a little bit for the stickers, but the instructions are easy to follow and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, not too bad. Let me set all this stuff up here, and while I'm doing that, tell me what you think of the set. To me, it's still interesting.